Howdy, y'all. This is a little bit after the Archon quest of 5.3, Resurrection of the Ode. Now, first thing, I just want to give an after effect of that quest. I know I said it right after, but everything was going through my mind. But after sitting there, eating, and giving it, honestly, I can see why. I saw, okay, so what I'm about to mention was I saw earlier last night, or earlier today, really, it's like 1 a.m. is because New Year's, uh, that I saw somebody rank every single Archon quest known to man throughout every nation quest, all the Archon quests throughout. And they said that this was like the middle. They said that, which I still completely, I agree completely, uh, the, what's it called? Fontaine's Archon Quest, yes, number one, no matter what. Number two was Nahida, which I think the only reason I would put it up there, I wouldn't, as how much information Nahida helped us with. The second, probably for me though, or for them, or the third one for them was after that, Netlons. After that was Raidens and then Ventis. No, Raiden was their least favorite. I don't know why. I don't really know why. I would say Venti was awesome, but barely had any like impact. So Venti's last. I think the next one would be Nahida's. I think the time loop was cool and all that, but I don't know. I think as Venti did so Monthdad's Archon Quest, Nahida's Sumeru's quest. After that would be the uh probably probably Raiden's, Natlan, and Fontaine. Fontaine was like the best. Answer me, Nouvellette. Is this what justice means to you? I love that, dude. I'm telling you. Awesome. Alright, let's connect what I did. So, complete incandescent of old. Seize final victory. Human made miracle. The war to the end war. At the long night end comes the dawn of hope. There's still many things for you and companions to experience together. Echoes of the past and future lie hidden in dreams. Alright. Oh, what is this? Obtain the power of Pyro. Cool. Oh, that's a new. Okay. Memory of Fire. And there's books now. I gotta go collect. Great. Okay. What is this? Oh, it's the quest. Where's it at? This. Complete the quest of the Winds of Freedom. Apparently in Mondstadt we can go do a thing. But let's do that before I do anything. But yes, this stream is for the rest of Natlan's story. I call it the After Quest. So with this, what Captain does, which I thought is an awesome idea, I was so happy I was able to like get close up to him and say what up, because he's not alive basically anymore. He moves a little bit as a person, but he's stuck here for eternity. That was his rule. That his goal was to fight the ruler of death on his use her own rules against her. I think is cool. But I can upgrade Pyro Traveler more if I use, because constellations apparently is just a bunch of. Let's see what it does. So while the blazing threshold. Okay, what is the things called? What are the talents? Blazing threshold or scorching threshold is active. The traveler's attack increased by 40 and they take 40% less damage. Pyro res is decreased. When opposing the Lord of Rhodoprismal Fire. Why is it all about that? When opposing the Lord of Rhodoprismal Fire. Is that the... So wait, where do you do the... Where do you do the domain? This it right here? Yeah, that's it. But what I want to do is the last thing is Sitnali's tribal thing. That's my plan. Because if I go to this is the last one. I'm still missing oh, 4. Wait. Still missing that, but that's done. What am I on then? Oh, I'm on this, right? I'm missing one more. A lot more. I just gotta do another bounty in what? 4 days. So 4 days my power traveler would be awesome. So let's go to let's go to the throne. I think that is awesome. That this map over here becomes where ruler dead. Like this is awesome. The music, by the way, so good. Look at this. Watch. Let's see what it does. Offer. Let's offer all 4. Lights up the distant past. The land of journeys beginning. We call it home. The way back may be no more. Yet when you and I embrace the night, pure as mirror it remains, and forever shall it stay. The second flint lights up. The juncture of setting forth in the day journey began. We call it farewell. Its departure, the unchanging world betrays us. Yet still some try to grasp its shadow. The third flint lights up. A daytime of celebration and a moment when hearts are opened up. We call it friendship. This journey is far from a solitary trial. Not only the winds, but human hearts too embrace us along the way. The fourth flint lights up. A tumultuous night of rain-soaked despair and a sea of anguishing descent. We call it failure. Fighting against the rising tide, a little boat is very nearly submerged, yet thankfully it cannot prise the oars from our hands. I'm missing one more? 2 more. Oh, okay. So these are for when I'm using her in... Okay. This happens. Okay, what I want to do, though, is increase... I want this. I need contention. I need more of this. So what I'm going to do is I have... Not that. I have some crystals I'm just not spending, really. I have 200 of that. So I'm going to just spend it on this. I'm going to do one more of this. Purchase that. I'll just craft a bunch of contention. Music's awesome. Yeah, I think it's definitely my favorite music of this Natlan. Should I do alt? Probably this. Alright, this. This needs 6 contention, man. Alright. Talk to Stenza. 10,000 meters away, by the way. Yep. Let's do this first so we can get. Apparently, this is where you can get. Infinitely, you can play music. See what they say. Did you hear what happened to the captain? I heard a few whispers. Apparently, Taritza has decided to keep his mission as is. And the abyss is not a foe to be taken lightly. What's this, a rare lapse in your bullish optimism? Well, he did manage to earn everybody's valuable retrieve, including us, wouldn't you say? I've heard from our returning comrades that there's something wrong with the sky above Natlan. Has ever greater calamity befallen us? Perhaps a calamity or perhaps an opportunity. Why else would the powers that suddenly dispatch more heads be placed like Nod Karai? So that's the next place. Nod Karai. Man, oh man.
That's quite a crowd over there. Is someone doing a perform?
Finally using this PC.
Hi everyone. I'm Sansa, and I'm all goes quiet on Star Snatch Cliff. High in the trees. The wind. No sign of birds. No flapping of wings.
Bro's not good at the game, bro. Pause for a moment.
Then it goes. Pause. Pause for a moment. And oh gosh, this is so embarrassing. I'm making a complete mess of this. I didn't get tongue-tied.
The 47.
Yep. I rehearsed this 100 times to try and perfect my performance. So, I really thought it would.
Right. That amount of. Actually, the traveler here has loads of experience with
I
performing
dabble.
music. Why don't you tell us what your method is? Maybe
dabble.
we and Paimon can give.
Aw, that's so kind. Just things I jot down after.
Whoa, this is denser than the encyclopedias in the.
Well, my parents always hoped I. Well, I'm all ears. Where do you think I'm going wrong?
Paimon never knew being a bard was and still his singing and lyre playing always.
Of course, Venti's freaking is gone.
Venti.
What are you doing here?
Bard,
What? Which wind brought you here? Why, the sweetest wind from Nemesis, of course, sweet with a hint of exotic flora, blowing from a wind land far away.
Well, Paimon sure hasn't missed that attitude.
Actually, I was out taking a stroll on the countryside when inspiration struck me like an apple falling from a tree, so I grabbed a leaf and hastily wrote down a few lines of verse. But before I could finish, there was a whoosh.
A whoosh?
Yes, the sound of mischievous wind who insisted on being the first one to read my new poem. It whipped the leaf out of my hands and whisked it away. I was about to give a chase, but then I saw a dark silhouette. I sneezed a few times and I recovered. My second avid reader had vanished without a trace. Now I'm having the urge to sneeze again, but I'm just thinking.
So it must have been a cat that stole the leaf, right? And with your allergies, you
I was the
can't
cat with
exactly go.
the
I can help too, Venti. And sorry. I know I. Wow, really? Okay, I'll...
Huh? But then, why did her performance...
I guess I just lack that natural talent. Let me think. Maybe it was a sense of yearning. Back when my parents forced me to stay in my room and study, I'd always hear this bard singing outside the window. His wonderful melodies and beautiful voice were like a soft breeze that stirred my heart. I remember thinking to myself, if I became a bard, could I be free like him? Yeah, that's it. But I get so nervous when I'm performing in front of a crowd. I try... What?
Exactly. If you really want to share freedom and joy with the world, first you need to be the freest and happiest person of them all.
So, I've got to be my freest, happiest self in order to share that with others. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Oh, thank you all so much. I'll be sure to take that to heart.
Hey, howdy.
In that case, Paimon will be the audience. Paimon is the most professional and freest audience you'll ever find.
It's the same people. It's the same. Brother, what? It's the same people. So how was your 5.3? Well, you'll see in a minute.
That was my first ever successful performance in front of a crowd. For once, I didn't stumble over my words. Oh, I'm so happy. Once the music started, it felt like I became one with the wind.
The audience definitely felt it too. Look, even that cat came to check out
What
the
a cat!
show.
Oh, Charcoal. So it was
Charcoal, I
you.
love the name.
I'm sorry. That's my
You'll see in a
neighbor's
second.
cat. Whenever I'm rehearsing, it always comes to sit on the windowsill and listen in.
What was
Honestly,
that in its mouth?
it's been
Was
fun.
it the leaf with Venti's poem?
Charcoal. That belongs to Venti.
Uh,
It's very important to him. Could you give it back?
what's it called? I just completed, not just, but like maybe I guess 30 to an hour ago. Not an hour, maybe 30 minutes ago, I completed the 5.3 Archon quest, everything to it. And since I've already 100% explored Natlan, some achievements and some stuff are excluded. I still haven't got my reputation quest, so I'm still gonna have to do that, but that's 4 days from now. But the only thing that I need to do now is last Tribal Chronicle for Sitnali, and then this quest. That's kind of it. That and upgrade my
You've
Traveler.
helped me so much. I feel bad that I have no way to repay you.
That's why I said the rest of Natlan story, because it's technically the rest. It's the after, because you weren't able to do it without completing the quest. So I'm guessing it's like the after effects. I have to do that. I have to do. I don't think I'm gonna do it today because it's gonna be. I mean, I can. It's just an entire day of Genshin. That's hurts. That quest is like what, 3 or 4 hours?
Like, I can hardly believe I got a personal
Character
lesson
quests,
from
yeah.
Venti
That's
himself.
what I'm doing.
I must find time to thank him properly. Oh, and of course, I owe you two a huge... I can't offer much, but... Why don't you... Oh, and as well as...
Is it? Check. ASD. Oh, I forget what it is. ASD. JKL. I always suck at this. You always do it. You'll see. Wow, cool. There. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, sing songs. Yeah, I don't care.
Where am I going to get the Mora?
But I spent all my 108. I'm saving up now, but you'll see. Did a little bit extra after because of just what I had. But I got Mavukia, but after a lot, a lot. Is it gonna show? I don't know if it will or not. Yeah, here's Kaching. I forget I lost my 50-50, but luckily it was right after. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like about a 10 pull after. I got Kaching. Sadly, I wish I was gonna get Mavukia there. I could have saved everything. And I was like, hey, that's cool. And then I got Mavukia, and then I just had extra, and I spent it on Weapon Banner, and that didn't go well. I got the freaking Skyward Spine, which I don't know who the crap I'm going to use it for, and then I had a little bit over, and then I got her weapon. So I have Mavukia and her weapon, which that's what I wanted. But since I have Pyro Traveler, I say I have Mavukia, man. She's okay. I love her. She's cool, man. Look at that thing, man. So cool. Yeah, I got her up to, since the artifact set gives her crit rate, like 79, something like that. It's 236. I think most of this is Mulaney's. Yeah, I'm still trying to get her stuff back. Which I don't know why the others. Why is it doing this? What is this? Stop. Give back her things. And yeah, she goes all crit damage, ain't it? Yeah. Just at the moment using. If you honestly, the claymore I would use is this. If you don't have anything, you can craft it at the forge, but I would give her this for 100% sure. If you're able to, the Earthshaker is perfectly fine. Perfectly fine with this. I don't see anything problem. You can do that if you had the Serpent Spine. I'd use this. And then I just have her weapon 90 up. I have her 90, and then since I just completed the quest, I can finally do this, which I'm probably going to do later. But my Mora went down from what, 6 million to 591,000 from 2 character leveling up. I also got Hu Tao's thing for Christmas money. It's my Christmas gift. It's my Christmas gift. Battle Pass, sadly. Right now, I'm leveling up Pyro Traveler. So I gotta do Contention, which I have everything else, but I need to get one more of Kindling, which I can make. Honestly, I could do both, but that's 24. I can only make 16, so. Yeah. I'm getting it slowly. I don't really know how she works yet. You can hold, dealing when you use a traveler gains 42 Night Soul points and enters Night Soul Blessing state. And the current active character then deals damage to opponents that will launch a coordinated attack that deals Night Soul Pyro damage based on the traveler's attack. So technically, I just have Golden Troop because I didn't know what I was gonna use. After the equipping character consumes 1 Night Soul point while in the field, crit rate increases by So would Obsidian Codex be good on her though? Powerful and she buff? Yeah, no. But I'm a MC main, so I mean I already did Vuki in like a matter of like seconds. She's easy to build, so but Power Traveler is my other concern. I'm trying to understand it. That's the problem because it's so complex. But that I know of, I feel like you would need Obsidian Codex, but I don't know. Is riding X Farina and no cap? Honestly, it kind of is. I think I can show. I need to see what she does because I've already seen her damage. I want to see what Power Traveler does at what she is right now. I made this team just because I noticed that in the I don't know if it's like the story, but in the story, if you haven't played it yet, Power Traveler does like waves of attack, and I'm guessing it's like that for the same. So I use something that off field damage, and then buff. Kind of, it's kind of the goal here. Plus the healing. So I was just want to see how it would work, which I need to test it on my usual subjects. Test subject. I pulled her with chlorine, and my chlorine started doing 21k and hit, and I was confused. I was like, "Where's Farina?" She does off field damage. All right, let's see how before they die, because my luck is they will. What is this? I don't get it. I honestly do not get it. Maybe? I don't know. It's something that won't die. You know what? I know where. Die in a matter of freaking seconds. Holy Charles, man. I'm too overpowered for them, man. Overpowered. I don't really get it, though. So you can tap E, which does something. Does it do? So Nightsoul points, and there's no blessing. Summoning allows the character. Oh, dear. Align. Okay, so nearby. Okay. Hold does AoE. Get 42, same. Get the same Nightsoul points. Okay. Based on the attack, if you hold. What's her? Is it the same? Yeah, okay, it's the same. I don't really get it. So it's just a bunch of off field.
Show me your courage.
So like,
Shine down. Let me weave you a. Bring it. Illusion shattered. Out of the way or give
so hold E goes away like that.
Out of the way or get
That's if I tap. That was hold. That was if I tap. It goes away quick. It goes away quick. So if I tap, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 6 seconds. So we have 10. If I hold, is it the same? Long cooldown. That mean I would have to use this. Just use give her emblem. Let me just take off all her what she has now. I just had golden troop because it's just I didn't know how the skill was gonna be, how she would use. Give her emblem though. Everybody's using emblem over here. Kind of south end at the moment. Farzan. I don't want to do all that. I'm telling you, everybody has random stuff. What would she use? Probably attack, based off attack. You know what? Just exchange shoes, I guess. So, move that. Farzan. We got all the way back here, aren't you? Take a jump back. Oh my god, whatever this is, stay off. She goes with 6 section shoes for now. He does okay. This. Take attack. Pyro. Guessing. Crit rate. I swear I had a crit damage one. Thought I did. I do. Zhongling has it. Let's switch. I'll figure it out. Alright, so if I do this, 49, 165. It's not horrible. Just not use this. If I was going to use this, I would probably use... How would I nuke?
This is destiny.
All right, let's head off.
See what happens. What happened? Should I do Bennett? Does the elemental damage. I want attack based off attack. But is it the ult do by is the ult by no, it just does it. Not leveled up, but let's see what happens. Can I use it on? I like this domain. Works well. I honestly do not know. I don't know how to nuke really well. I don't really nuke anyways. I don't see a point in it. It's not your raw damage. It's just scaling a bunch of everything. So I'll just do what I think I know how this game works. Wish I had Mona's freaking talent though. No way, I have it apparently. Oh, she's 60, 70. Okay, never mind. It's a strategy. I don't know. I don't know how to. First, I mean, I used her, but I never really. I used her in the quest, but I wish it. Dude, it feels like the freaking quest, bro. Bugged. It'd be so cool. Boom, 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 boom. It was cool. So how would I work? How would this work?
Bring it. Delve into death.
The wind knows me.
Yeah, it's not. Can I quit? Freaking 4? I was not trying to use that. But... So what I do? E.
Bring it.
Into the wind.
What can I do when I do it? Okay, so it's every. Okay, it's not horrible by how many attacks it'll take.
one with nature, as one with wind and cloud.
Written in the stars.
Horrible. It's weird. It kind of is. It's kind of weird. Because you can do.
Let the mountain's veins boil.
Fallen leaves adorn my night.
I don't really get it. I think she's more of a support, I feel like. But I can't have a support on my Mavuika. It's kind of weird.
The wind knows me.
Fate is upon you.
Clouds high. The birds come.
It's so weird. I've never seen something like this ever. It's so weird. I might have to look up a video, honestly. I usually don't, but it's so weird. Let's see what other people's opinions about it. That's my concern. Let's see what other people do. So this dude's kind of trustworthy when I do things.
So Travelers aren't the greatest characters ever created, and with the previous one released being Hydro Traveler, which has a kit that I still question today why it exists.
I love it. I've done hundreds of thousands with that kit. Shut up.
Pretty low, but fortunately the Pyro main character is looking to have the most useful Traveler kit so far, making them in actually correct scenarios. Pyro Traveler's normal talent is pretty standard, and it will only be relevant if you're planning on playing Pyro MC as a main DPS. The main portion of Pyro Traveler's kit is in the Elemental skill. The skill has an 18-second cooldown and can either be tapped or held, doing two different things. When the skill is
Okay, pyro damage every 1 second. Standard ICD is 3 hits, so pyro every 3 seconds.
A ring around them called a blazing threshold that follows the active character. When the active character gets close to enemies, the ring will do pyro damage to enemies nearby. This ring can attack every second and has standard ICD, so when attacking the same enemy, it will apply pyro every 3 seconds. Now if the skill is held down, Pyro MC does an initial hit of damage and gives Night's Blessing with 42 Night's points and spawns a scorching threshold that follows the active character instead. With the scorching threshold, whenever the active character does damage to an enemy, a pyro coordinated attack will be launched, dealing additional damage with a small AoE.
So that's what that little ball is.
Can happen every 3 seconds and has standard ICD, so it will also apply pyro every 3 seconds like the tap skill. Either the press or the hold skill can be used depending on the situation. The hold skill relies on hitting attacks but deals more damage and can occur from range. The press skill relies on being close to enemies and deals a little less damage, but the higher hit interval can be useful for teams like Version. Lastly, the Traveler can hold up to 80 points, and these points will be constantly decreased while the Traveler is in Night Soul's Blessing, ending the skill duration whenever they run out of points. Their Night Soul's Blessing state, and thus the skill duration, can only last for a maximum of 12 seconds, and you can only have one of the press or hold versions existing at a single time. Pyro MC's elemental burst is very simple. It has a 70 energy cost.
It's very simple. Yeah.
Decent damage, and the Night Soul points generated are nice, so you can extend the Traveler's duration within Night Soul's Blessing. Next, with the A1 passive, the Pyro Traveler's off-field pyro attacks from both press and hold skill have a little bigger AoE when they have over 20 Night Soul points. And with the A4 passive, when the active character triggers any pyro-related reaction while Pyro MC's skill is active, Pyro MC will regain 5 energy, and this can occur every 12 seconds. Also, whenever Night Soul Burst is triggered, Pyro MC gets 4 energy. The Pyro Traveler does not have any special exploration passives like the other Natlan characters. Next, let's go over Pyro Traveler's constellations, as just like with the other elemental travelers, you will be able to get C6 for free via the story. One special thing about the Pyro Traveler's constellations is that each of their constellations has 2 parts. One part is just the normal constellation effect that will always be active. The second part will only be active when Pyro MC is fighting against the new weekly boss. So So while these secondary effects aren't that relevant since they're only available for one specific fight, I will still point them out. With C1, whenever the Traveler's elemental skill is active, the active character gets 6% damage bonus. If the character is a Night Soul's Blessing, aka a Natlan character, this damage bonus is increased to 15%. Now when you're fighting the weekly boss, C1 additionally gives the Traveler attack, damage reduction, and resistance to interruption while their skill is active. With C2, after the Traveler uses their elemental skill, when any pyro-related reaction is triggered by the party, the Traveler will get 14 Night Soul points. And this can happen twice per skill usage, so you can get a total of 28 Night Soul points, helping to reach Pyro MC's maximum 12-second state of Night Soul's Blessing. Against the weekly boss with C2, Pyro MC is able to provide Pyro Red Shred when they are in Night Soul's Blessing and they hit an enemy with Pyro
That's for
attacks.
weekly boss.
C3 increases the skill talent level by 3. Against the weekly boss, C3 also gives Pyro MC extra Pyro damage bonus. C4 gives the Traveler 20% Pyro damage bonus for 9 seconds after using their burst. Against the weekly boss, C4 allows the Traveler to heal the party.
Okay, so burst probably first is what it seems like.
C5 increases the burst talent level by 3, and against the weekly boss, C5 also gives Pyro MC extra crit rate and crit damage. And lastly, C6 gives the Traveler Pyro Infusion on their attacks while they're in Night Soul's Blessing, along with 40% crit damage, allowing them to play as a Pyro main DPS. And against the weekly boss, they get movement speed, consume less stamina, and get an extra Pyro hit when they perform either a normal or charged attack. That's everything explained about the Pyro Traveler's kit. In order to level Pyro MC's talents past level 6, you'll need to use these cornerstones.
Luckily, I did every single quest, so.
World quest. These will act as Pyro MC's weekly boss material. Depending on the build and role you're intending to play, Pyro MC's talent leveling priority will differ. For off-field support Pyro MC, if you really want to optimize their build for damage, skill, and burst are similar in terms of motion value, but you can give a slight priority for the skill. However, in most cases, it's easier and resource efficient to just build energy recharge and not care about Pyro MC's damage, so you don't have to level their talents at all. This also applies to full EM builds for certain teams. Then burst. Gameplay rotation wise, you'll want to prioritize leveling the normal talent, then skill, then burst. Gameplay rotation wise, support Pyro MC is just a skill into burst and then swap to another character gameplay like most supports. And with main DPS Pyro MC, set up your support skills before swapping to Pyro MC, hold the skill, then burst if you have it, then on field with your attacks. Next, here are the best builds for Pyro Traveler. For off-field support, common 5-star support weapons like Freedom Swarm, Key of Kashna Suit, and Peak Patrol are good for the team buffs. For 4-star weapons, EM-based weapons are decent choices if you don't need that much ER and you are specifically building an EM-centric Pyro MC. Weapons like Iron Sword, Tokubo Shigure, and Cyphos fit this category. In most cases, though, ER-based options are recommended to help meet Pyro MC's requirements. Things like Festival Desire, the Fontaine Fishing
I actually mentioned Festering Desire when a lot of people don't have that. Stupid.
However, is likely
Bonus sword, yeah.
Alleviates Pyro MC's ER requirements as well as helping the ER Rex for the team with its extra particle.
But I wouldn't use that if I'm using with Vico. With the Traveler.
Pyro Traveler, they're just a typical attack, damage percent, and crit scaler, and even
Shut up,
those
Lumen.
stats will be solid. Some 5-star weapon examples include Mist Splitter, Haranka Pakubutsu, and Jade Cutter, and some 4-star examples include the Black Sword, Vanelli of the Deep, and Calamity of the Shoot. For artifacts, a support
Honestly, I don't agree with the shield one.
Vanelli of the Deep.
Honestly, I don't trust that. I don't see why the finale of the deep.
And Calamity of support that utilizes Night that can be used. Also, in teams where 4-piece Flowers of Paradise Lost or Guild, pretty self-explanatory here as well. It gives a lot of stats. For on-field characters using Night Soul. For artifact stats, the support playstyle playstyle can have three main builds. First is if you want to optimize DPS Pyro Traveler, it will always be attack or EM Hourglass. Apply Pyro with limit the 4-piece. Well, before we go in that slot, Chevra's Overload Team's Lakino, Pyro MC can be used in the team instead of Bennett, and while the MC results in less damage compared to Bennett, they still are a decent option, especially if you don't utilize Pyro. Thus, you can build Pyro MC full EM, and the Pyro application for Molani single Hydra travel time, it can mess up. Lastly, even when not holding 4-piece scroll, Pyro MC has some promise. Pyro application of Pyro Traveler doesn't apply, and since Pyro MC's tap skill can pulse every second when you're by enemies, they can potentially trigger Burgeons every second. So in all the Burgeon teams where Toma is the typical Burgeon trigger, Pyro MC can also be used. You do lose Toma's shield and his longer duration of Pyro application though, as well Traveler's off-field Pyro app, and this main DPS uses, Pyro MC can play in. For example, you could try a standard vape.
Standard vape. Yeah, I was about to say I could probably do a standard vape.
I have high hopes for this journey. Chivalry will never die.
Sounds good to me.
You want... Shower me with the... Huh?
One with nature.
I'm going in! Let's light it up!
Into the wind.
Let my name echo in song! Ha! Everybody stand back!
One with nature.
As one with wind and cloud.
Ha! Yeah! Ha!
Honestly, not horrible at all. I had no trouble going through that. I had no trouble at all going through that.
to the wind.
I'm going in.
Time to shine.
Let's light it up.
Wind strider.
Everybody stand back.
One with nature. Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
81,000? This is definitely the... Yeah, this is definitely it. All right. All right, time to. I've spent an hour basically not doing jack, so let's get it on.
a little concerning. Let's go over there and see. Also, how did they get this close to a tribal settlement? Huh. All the Fatui left in Natlan are probably the captain's subordinates. That basic. Still, once a Fatoos, always a Fatoos.
So once a Fatoos, always a Fatoos. Indeed.
What are you guys doing here?
Following orders. If you
Hey, what's with the attitude? Can the Fatui even work for a private employee?
This is Grudok. I hired him to be my bodyguard in Natlan. As you can see, he's not. My original plan was to hire someone from the local tribe. I was told they were capable fighters and had the time to spare, so they fit the bill. It's
So that's what happened.
precisely Montluçon at your service. I work in the
Oh, you know what?
a golden-haired traveler with a floating companion.
There's no mistake.
There's no mistake. Your exploits in Fontaine have all the makings of a best-selling series. I'd be a failure of a book merchant if I couldn't recognize you.
Wow, we're really famous at this point.
It's truly my lucky day. I know this is sudden.
So, you check.
You'll be generously rewarded.
Well, at least he got straight to the point. Should we hear what he has to say?
You know the great shaman Sitlali, right?
Yeah, the chances of her helping a random stranger just because. Yeah, see, Lolly?
I heard about that from other members of her tribe. But they told me if one person could convince her, if you manage it, I'll even.
Oh, yeah, we should.
It's kind of a long story, and there's tribal history involved, so you should hear it from an expert. Alie, if you could.
Of course. I don't often have an eager audience for this kind of thing. Nice to meet you. The name's Alie. I'm a researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute. Unlike most researchers, I have a keen interest in ancient ruins. That's why I was invited to join Monsieur Montluçon's team. Have you heard of the legend of the great shaman Huitzilin? Yes. According to local records, she was a color mystic who lived over 200 years ago, and the most adept in her tribe at using that particular technique. Out of all of her exploits, her most celebrated is the Battle of Seven Colors. According to legend, the battle was triggered by an abyss invasion, one of the most brutal in Natlan's history, even from a greater historical perspective. Amazingly, Natlan was able to turn the tide despite being at an extreme disadvantage. The key to victory was none other than a color Huitzilin created on the battlefield. The color was extraordinary, illusory in appearance while also seeming to possess physical form. Legend has it that Huitzilin used the color to construct a magnificent maze on the battlefield and trap all the enemies inside. This allowed her allies to launch a counterattack and ultimately secure victory.
Anyway, that's the gist of it. We don't want to take up too much of your time. That story is the reason I came to Natlan. When I heard this story for the first, historical records about Natlan aren't very detailed. Even within the Masters of the Nightwind, people dispute the legitimacy of the story. If that were the case,
But if you're just including it in a.
Well, you see, the slogan for the collection is Restoring the Truth of History. Naturally, I needed to be factual. That's why I'm here. The Masters of the Nightwind are said to have a tradition of recording past events. So I wanted to consult their... But I was refused access to the Obsidian Altar. Application after application, and all I received were a few ordinary woven scrolls with nothing to offer. Honestly, I'm just trying to promote their history, and they make such a...
According to my research, their scrolls are considered sacred relics in addition to historical records. Naturally, outsiders are rarely granted access. Not to mention, the scrolls we did get to review actually contain a huge amount of information. I just need more time, and I could...
We've been over this, Alier. There's no need...
Sitlali?
Exactly. You're well aware, I'm sure, that Sitlali has been alive for more... If she agrees to be my consultant, then no other has...
Oh, that's what you...
So, what do you say? I'll quadruple...
Well, it's not that we don't want to help you. Oh, right. The duty the chief gave. Who knows? The Battle of Seven Colors. All right, we'll help you convince Seat Lolly.
Of course.
Rise with the sun!
So, this is where the great shaman lives?
For someone like Seat Lolly, it actually makes a lot of sense.
Is this graffiti her work too? I wonder if it's a cultural practice. If I could just copy it.
We're here for a reason, Alier. As agreed, you two can do the...
Okay, we'll go knock on the door. Hopefully she... Seat Lolly? Are you there? We need your help with something! Oh, no response. Maybe she's not home. Oh, Granny Eatsley? Are you home?
Hey, kid! If you're here to challenge me, book an appointment first. Traveler!
Looks like we came at a bad time. Well, at least we didn't get... Huh. So this is where Seat Lolly lives.
I, didn't have time to fully clean up the place. Complain if you want. Besides, in light novels, people who keep everything neat and tidy are also, I'm not a hermit, I'm just a
She sure does care a lot about what we think of.
Oh, and that spell I used to transfer my senses to you, you're not... It's my duty as a great shaman.
Oh, you mean when we could hear your thoughts? Nope. It's been so long, we don't have to worry about that.
Then why do I hear the traveler's thoughts in my head?
What?
I can still hear you, you know. Don't bother. I'll find a way to fix it. It was just a simple spell. I used... forget it.
Well, someone asked us to ask...
So they asked the hero of Natlan to put in a good word? Sounds...
The pay is really good.
Doesn't matter. I'm busy.
She sure doesn't look busy. I'm
From you?
Yeah! We were given a sacred duty to help your tribe weave a
Huh? So, you're...
We were surprised too! After all, we have no idea. But with Chef Biram's help, we still haven't succeeded. But we learned that the key to weaving the scroll... The historical event those men want to ask about also involves color. She's giving us that face again.
I can't decide whether this twist is completely out of the blue, or if...
Does that... Then there's still hope.
Hey! What's the holdup? Just give us an answer already.
You agreed... Seat Lolly!
Stand down, Grudok! As your employer, if I tell you to wait, then...
Understood.
You're the great shaman who's been alive for centuries? But you're so...
You're lucky you didn't force Sweet Lolly's hand.
Well, since you're here, how about a discussion?
Do you have any idea who I am? Did you think Granny Eatsley would be fooled by your little performance? I have no intention of speaking to you. Your recent hire interrupted me right as I was about to make it. Pull a trick like that again, and I'll make your lives a living horror novel, except 10 times worse.
Whoa.
Traveler, we have a discussion to finish.
You live up to your name, Granny Itztli. I apologize for the offense. I'm just surprised the Battle of Seven Colors didn't pique your interest.
You're investigating the battle.
Ah, the Traveler. Yes, I thought the Traveler could help me convince you. But if I heard that the great shaman Huitzilin, if I can resolve the controversy with your support, your friend's heroic deeds will once again be known throughout the land. Inspiring, don't you think?
If this is really about that duty, then... fine. I'll help you.
I'm honored.
Save it. I agreed to help the Traveler, not you. You'll just have to leech what you can.
Well, at least she agreed to help.
Who are you calling heartless?
Not a problem. I always plan to work with the Traveler. So, did you directly experience any events of the battle? Do you have any idea?
Talk at me.
Fine.
No, no, and no. I did live during the same era as her, but that doesn't mean we experienced the same event. You decide the angle of your...
All right. Even if you didn't witness the battle yourself, Alier, you had an idea about where to start.
Oh, well, my plan was to consult the members of the tribe and...
Then, let's start. Traveler, what do you say to officially working together? After all, it appears I can only get Miss Sitlali's help through you.
You don't seem super invested in this whole thing, Sweet Lolly.
The Battle of Seven Colors is something I've only ever heard about. I know it...
But how?
I wasn't there when it took place, and she never told me.
But Montluçon said the two of you were close friends.
Close friends? More like arch rivals. Something Montluçon would know if he actually did his research. Did you see the graffiti outside? All students from Weezealing School of Shamanism must pass an extremely difficult trial before those graffiti drawings are how they challenge me. Of course, none of them ever succeed. So, after Weezealing's death, her students had no choice but to modify the requirement. Instead of defeating me, all they have... As my rival, Weezealing only had one achievement that surpassed my own. And that was the Battle of Seven Colors. I can only assume she had some kind of secret. It makes perfect sense that she kept it from me. I'm a fast learner. Telling me about the technique is no different than handing it to me on a silver platter.
Oh, that...
Anyway, all of that is secondary. Like... don't misunderstand. This duty is important for my tribe, too. A great shaman should do her part to see... Excuse you? I fail to see what housekeeping has to do with my duty. Why is it that you're the one whose thoughts are exposed, but I'm still the one suffering? I need to get to the bottom.
Excuse me, great shaman, but we have a situation over here. We could really use your help.
Okay.
Of course the Battle of Seven Colors happened. The woven scroll proves it. Weezealing used a
That's just your interpretation. There's more than one way to understand that scroll. Besides, constructing a maze out of color?
Weezealing was one of the most
That's the biggest problem! A technique that powerful?
Her students are keeping it a secret.
Oh, I didn't mean to cause an argument. I just wanted to ask.
Of course it took place.
You'll have to excuse him. Some people in our tribe insist on clinging to outdated views of him.
Please don't fight.
Wow, so the battle really is controversial.
Am I the outdated one? Kids these days can't find anything better to argue about?
These arguments are precisely why I hesitate to include this story. Neither side was able to offer anything useful.
Wheatsealing was a passionate teacher. We were opposites in that sense. The technique she used in the battle must have been her. Still, if the technique is powerful enough to single-handedly stop an invasion, it also makes sense. We should check with the students from her school. If we can confirm the technique exists, we can
But as far as I know, most of the shamans from her school occupy high positions in the tribe.
Right. The Obsidian Altar.
Is there...
Most of Wheatsealing students are respected priests in the tribe. But that means they had to go through me. Or try it. Those who hold the position now are the ones who lasted long enough before I wipe the floor. If I show up without warning, they'll run for dear life.
Yeah, Paimon can see it now.
Hey, don't jump to conclusions. That was just a metaphor. Only you have the guts to joke like that with me, Traveler. Fine. I said I'd help, so I'll help.
Alright, the rest of you can wait for us here.
We appreciate the help.
Oh, are you in the middle of a
Granny Eatsley?
What is she doing here?
Did some coward not show up after challenging her to...
Or is she...
Whoa. It's like they really...
No matter what, we'll defend...
You talk a big game for...
What?
All I want is to ask...
So, you're here to...
Someone didn't sit pretty for their beating? Is that it?
We should just run!
Yeah, with the hero of Natlan.
Sure, whatever you say.
Oh, it's the Traveler and her companion.
We wanted to ask about the technique you and...
Huh. So you can eradicate our school...
Disciples of our school have challenged her year after year.
Well, you're not wrong.
If we want to protect our legacy...
Not this again. Just how much...
Hey! You can't just say whatever you want just because it's in your head. I'm Granny Eatsley. A mere mention of my name and kids burst into tears. Love and respect. You know what? Forget about your duty. We really need to fix this mind-reading situation.
Sorry to disappoint, but if you're here to question whether we're qualified to...
We're not getting anywhere. What should we...
Huh? Oh.
Elder Tlapo! Oh, we must have...
Did Elder Tlapo...
From what I can tell...
Is Elder Tlapo telling us...
That's not...
Oh, you forget yourselves, my friends. You are...
But
I didn't expect to see you here. Great.
Well, I wasn't exactly planning to come to this crowded place.
Understood. Now, however, Elder Tlapo's declarations have always showed us the correct path. So, mind your manners and allow Granny...
Good thing Elder Tlapo and... Hi there, Elder Tlapo! Hey, he seems pretty happy.
He's the one who put you in charge of the scroll, right?
Yeah, Elder Tlapo appointed...
Elder Tlapo, huh? He's still Claw to me. Hey, don't pull that cutesy stuff with me. You're an Iktomi-Sor Elder now. You occupy an eminent and important position within the...
So, you already know each other?
Claw was only this big when we first met. He was Wheatsealing's Saurian companion back then. She kept dragging him to my place, so over time, she only came to my place to fight me. But at the same time, she always claimed to be my friend. She was the only one who dared to try, at least.
Well, you've lived a long time.
The more time you have.
Oh.
Anyway, let's get back to business. I hate talking about the past. 200 years. I still haven't made up my mind, so you should.
Hey there, Chief Biram. Oh, wait. We haven't.
I'm just.
Actually, we have good news.
I'm all ear.
It's the Battle of Seven.
Huitzilin's claim to fame? That sounds promising.
True, but Granny
Is that so? Huh. I've tried seeking her.
Hey, don't complain.
Forgive me. That what?
Paimon said you've been trying to figure out how to weave the special scroll.
It is my duty, great.
Why bother? The scrolls always end up completed on time.
If I may, this task concerns the history of Natlan as a whole, and memory is sacred to our tribe. I'm sure a great shaman understands that better than a humble junior like myself. I know you don't concern yourself with the daily affairs of the tribe, Granny Eatsley. Even so...
I get your point. Of course, the one time I wish you could read my mind, no, that's not it!
Huh?
It's not important. Rest assured, Biram, with my help, the Traveler and Paimon will definitely be able to complete the task.
You have my thanks, then.
Huh. So are you here to test whether—
You've already been tested, haven't you? Well, frankly speak, but that's not why I'm here.
Fine.
You've heard of the Battle of Seven Colors.
Of course. It's our master's claim.
Then I'm sure you know there are those—
I did hear people arguing about that
It's disgraceful. How—
It doesn't surprise me. After all, everyone who took part in the battle has returned to the ley lines.
Well, it just so happens the questions I want to ask are directly—
Listen, we know you were rivals.
You think she's like you? Someone who—
No, of course—
Then let me finish. During the battle, Huitziling most likely used a technique powerful enough to turn proud enough to pass it on to her disciple.
I don't think any of us have heard of it.
Listen, I'm not trying to take it for myself, so—
Yeah, no objections there. But I'm—
What's wrong with her?
Master's body of work is massive. No one student could hope to learn. Master had no choice but to recruit many students, split up what she knew into— So even though we see our— Actually, I know of a shaman family that inherited—
But if they inherited Huitziling—
Well, it's the only thing I—
All right.
I'll mark it out on your map.
To be honest, I'm not optimistic about the future of this investigation. That's because the request came from you. You don't know the power of your own words, do you?
Proving the legitimacy of this battle
Nothing we can do.
Well, even if our Although I'm here for business purposes, I have a personal—
That's exactly why I chose to—
Listen, I'm just updating you on the situation. Traveler, you came to me for help with You thought looking into the Battle of Seven Colors could give you answers. Instead of wasting time, you might consider taking a different—
Respected Traveler, let's not forget about the compensation I promised. You shall have it in full. Extra, if that's what it takes.
What makes you say that?
Yeah, based on what you've told us so far.
You think
She claimed to be your friend, but picked fights with you non-stop. And never told you about her biggest By figuring out the truth behind the battle, maybe we can finally help you.
closure? I'd say we're 200 years too late. But fine, if you want.
Ah, that's...
Alright, let's go visit the shaman family. Hello, are you Asia Man?
Yep, that's me. Huh?
Get up! In a crowded market like this, the only person who should be trying to hide is me.
My apologies. Ever since my grandfather's generation,
Man, this is generational trauma at this point.
whenever I misbehaved as a kid, Grandpa would tell me about the thrashing he received.
Hey, don't get any funny ideas. This was your idea, remember? Keep asking your questions. I'm going.
Okay, so your family studied under Wheat Ceiling, right?
Yes. Although, that pretty much ended with my grandfather's generation, unfortunately. The techniques my family learned from Huitzilian didn't have much practical use in terms of tribal affairs, so... Turns out, shaman techniques aren't that useful outside the priesthood either. So, Of course, it's possible that we were just too foolish to understand the true power of those teachings. After all, Huitzilian was a genius. None of her students have been...
Do you know which techniques were passed on to your family?
I'm not sure. As a kid, I remember hearing my grandfather talk about them, but it's not like I can use them myself.
Just think about it for a sec. Do you remember?
Decide the outcome of a battle? Besides, my family wasn't really known for our talent. If a technique... You might have better luck asking one of the priests. They're just...
Well, looks like we're back where we...
Still no definitive evidence the Battle of Seven Colors took place.
All we have are non-witness accounts. We could...
Then we have to keep...
Oh. You're investigating the Battle of Seven Colors?
Yeah, you know...
Not a lot, but there's something special about my family. Say what you want about my ancestors' dedication to shamanism, but... And of course, the Battle of Seven Colors is the most exciting...
We don't need another story.
I'm not sure if this is helpful, but... The story passed down in my family is a little different from the one told in the tribe.
Really?
Well, it's Huitzilian's personal account of the events, so, for example, in the version I heard, the battle took place in a location known as Chico Mostuk Cave.
That means you can tell us where to find it.
Unfortunately,
I studied maps of Natlan before we left, Monsieur Montlus.
Could your ancestors...
It's unlikely. My family may have let the shamanism side of things fall by the wayside, but in the words of my grandfather, some things deserve to be passed down more than secret arts.
If Huitzilin's version of events differs so much from the general understanding...
Yeah, that's disappointing.
Oh, hold on. You mentioned the Chico Mostuk cave?
Oh, yes? Can I...
It's been more than 200 years.
What do you mean?
That location is now known as the Valley of Fog. The Chico Mostuk cave is what it was called 200 years ago.
Precisely when Huitzilian was alive. That means, Monsieur Montluçon, once we get there, the evidence...
Just...
Save it. Flattery won't get you anywhere.
Wait! Mr. Montluçon works in publishing. You're a huge fan.
Really?
Out of print, huh? Sure.
Well, if we're talking collectibles, then the first edition of Shogun Almighty Reborn as Raiden with Unlimited Power is a must. It's the first major hit of the isekai genre. Several editions have gone to print, but copies of the first edition are exceedingly rare and valuable.
I see.
There's also its sister work, Pretty Please Kitsune Guji. It was Yai Publishing House's attempt at gauging the new market trends. It's opened the door to a new genre after readers grew tired of isekais. The sales speak for themselves. Actually, Yai Publishing House released a limited edition not too long ago.
Sorry, I'm not sure I caught all that. What were the titles again? Reborn?
These two titles are among the most successful and well-known works in the entire industry.
I'm a merchant from Fontaine, after all. Of course. Sounds like a perfect arrangement. Now, there's no time to waste. We should head to the site of the battle right—
Once we get there, it'll take a bit more work to determine the actual
Well, I'm sure—
Have you even looked at the time? It's already evening.
Well, what do you think, traveler? Okay, we'll find a place—
He's persistent, huh?
How about noon?
Do we have to wait?
Great shamans have important... That's only because I have important tasks to...
All right, as Miss Sitlali and—
Sorry. I just wanted to ask.
Yeah, of course. You really...
Oh, good.
You're really that scared of her?
To be honest, Granny Eatsley almost never interacts with ordinary— She's a powerful shaman who's lived for over 200 years.
Well, thanks for today, Sweet Lolly.
That's quite considerate of you.
Wait, didn't you say you had...
What did you think I meant?
Does that mean you've gone drinking every night for the past 200 years? Now Paimon's worried about your health.
No, I've had enough socializing for one day. Which will also give us a chance to solve the mind reading issue, considering that...
All right.
Is this the place?
No, further up.
Further up? Whoa, this is like a secret base.
Sometimes I want the fresh air. Let's see if my stash is still here. Ah, great. Now for the mind reading issue. Give me your hand. It might take a little longer, actually. And... you're not wrong. Hold on! Why do I still hear you in my head? Oh, did I not separate our senses? Oh, please work, please work. A great shaman should be able to handle this. Okay, what about now? Huh? And now? Huh. Whenever I try to remove... That was just to help... For a human soul, to lose the boundaries of the mind is to drown in...
Wait, that sounds...
I read that in a light novel.
Is Sweet Lolly drunk?
Anyway, we'll just...
Hearing the Traveler's thoughts isn't that bad, right? You should just tease her, that's what...
It's just... I'm not... Sorry, I said we could be friends. I'm used to being Granny Eatsley. Someone intimidating. Someone people are scared to approach. I don't have to deal with people.
Yeah, Paimon's been wondering. Why do you insist on...
When you live as long as me, a person is like a flower. The color draws you in. You water it to see it bloom. It rewards you with its fragrance. But it doesn't last. With the passing of the seasons, everything withers away. Even if the same plot of soil is covered in flowers the following year, that's just how it is. Most of the people in my life will be gone one day. Just like a flower, getting close means losing friend after friend for hundreds of years. Until the weight of their memories crushes my soul. If people don't care about me, then I don't have to care about them. It's better if—
Sweet Lolly.
You won't live as long as me, so you don't have to worry about that. Really? Then you should understand. Nearly everyone you know will be gone one day. Traveler?
Is something wrong?
Stupid mind-reading side effect won't go away. It's not like I—
Okay, she's definitely drunk. Sweet Lolly!
I'm not drunk. Just gotta think of a response. I'll think of something.
Uh-oh, not this again.
I'm—
Is she talking in her sleep or talking to us?
Bye. Gonna walk back alone. Need some time to think.
All right. This should be the place we decided to meet, yes. Who knows if Sweet Lolly will
Ahem.
Sweet Lolly!
No need to sound so surprised. Drinking is just a way to pass the time. Last night doesn't count. It was a minor slip-up, that's all. Anyway, I gave everything a lot. The Battle of Seven Colors holds the key to a lot of the answers I've been searching.
So that's why you're here so early.
Traveler, great shaman. Sorry to keep you waiting. Shall we head?
Just follow me.
Of course.
This should be it.
So the battlefield is it?
That could explain a lot of our act.
Don't lose focus. Once we get to the actual...
Everyone ready?
So the Abyss invaded through a cave like this?
When the Abyss first began to corrode the ley lines, they took every opening they could get.
All the items here should be used...
You're not to touch a single one without...
I don't support invasive excavation techniques either.
Ah, of course. I'll defer to the experts on this matter.
This is a hilarious quest.
There are weapons here from every tribe in Natlan. The battle must have encompassed the entire nation.
Sounds like we're getting closer to what the legend describes. But all we can really say is that a battle took place here. There's still no evidence of it.
Wow, you're really invested in...
Grudok, send some of your men to search the area. We might miss something.
All the bases.
Don't jump to conclusions. Of course this isn't the site of the actual battle. We have to keep going.
This wall is in our way!
I might have an idea. Traveler, try removing that sphere.
Whoa, we passed straight through! Whoop!
It's very close to the technique DoDooDylan might have used.
That's it? Doesn't quite compare to the scale described.
Still, what a terrific
Enough chit-chat. We should keep going. Hold on. If we step here, we might fall through.
You mean there are traps in here?
Remember how we...
Whoa, you're right. We can keep going now. was that? What is...
Look! A maze made of colors.
It's real. I can't believe it.
Hold on. The quality of this space. This?
Huh?
No. This is a space constructed using memories as a medium. Correct? Wheat ceiling?
What?
No. It's just a trace of...
Friends, this is my question to you. What is our strongest weapon against the Abyss? In my opinion, after all, is it not after losing the capacity for memory, love, and compassion? That is why, with our memories, we possess a power the Abyss cannot. I have discovered the perfect medium for us to wield that weapon. You know it as color. The more cherished the memory, the more vivid its color. As memories disappear, their color fades first. That is why color is the best vehicle to wield the power of memory. Guided by vibrant colors, your capacity for memory is what will allow you to navigate this maze. Without that capacity, enemies will fail to cross the barrier in front of them. So, be brave, my friend.
Any idea, Sweet Lolly?
Sounds like she left a tutorial. Not surprising. She always did have to handhold her talentless
Monsters here too?
Abyss creatures. Likely trapped here for some time. Looks like a few monsters made it out of the battle all those years ago.
Bring it! Let's light it up! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Fulfill our pact! You two! Time to... Pyroclastic Surge!
Rev the engines!
What's with these color-changing blocks? You and Sweet Lolly fell through all of a sudden. You scared Paimon half to death.
Must be one of the mechanics of the maze.
Oh no, more monsters?
Ah, shoot. They're blocking the way forward. Let's get rid of them.
Yeah, let's light it up! I'm going in!
Show no mercy! Eat Laline! Eat Papa!
Light of the blazing sun! Try and stop me!
This place is so pretty. If not for those monsters, Paimon would have never guessed this was a battlefield.
The showmanship's not bad. I'll give her that.
Is this a bridge made of colors?
Don't sound so surprised. We just need to cross and we should reach the end. Rise like smoke!
Bro, what am I stupid or is it just yeah, it don't work. Oh, I had to go that way.
We're out! Looks like we made it through the maze.
Hold on. This is...
Whoa, so pretty! The thing inside the sphere looks
It's like a miniature blueprint made from a special dye.
That color.
The dye was modified using a secret technique to harness. Without that power, it's just a normal dye. But the color it produces is still quite... I would say this is the most direct evidence that the Battle of Sep...
The expert has spoken!
Perhaps I could take a closer look?
No, you may not.
What are you doing?
Huh, you noticed my signal. Not bad, Traveler. We make a good team.
Huh. So, you've been watching me.
A self-proclaimed book merchant who's never heard of Shogun Almighty reborn as Raiden with unlimited power? Please, that work was... I knew you were fishy, but I didn't expect...
Monsieur Montluçon, we just need a few pictures for our research, not...
Shut it! I couldn't care less about preserving this piece of
But then there would be no evidence to prove the...
What if that was my goal all along?
What?
Huh. Pretending to be a
What
book
if that was
merchant,
my goal
pretending
all
to promote
along?
the history... But make no mistake. I'm no lowly merchant, but the dye in that sphere ruined all my plans.
We've received a report that your advertisement in the paper makes false claims. Fontaine Law demands it be taken down immediately.
False claims? The dye I advertised is an unprecedented innovation.
Unfortunately, its qualities are neither unprecedented nor unmatched. According to the lady who made the report, she saw a woven scroll in Natlan made with a similar dye. Even more miraculous.
I love when they talk. The little
that
hands.
substance
It's my
dates
favorite
back
thing.
hundreds of years.
How? Creating this dye is the culmination of my entire life.
Calm down, sir.
Sorry, it's just... I know this Fontaine's publishing industry is one of the best in the world. We don't need to worry about more reports. Fontaine is far...
That goes against all of Fontaine's...
What if I give you a portion of the profit?
You're trying to bribe me? Careful. I'm
Don't do it to New
I knew if I was just allowed to market my product, it would be a hit. A bestseller even. I would be a giant in the printing industry. But now, no one will... I will never accept...
Even when the truth is right in...
Ha! Truth is in the eye of the beholder. All I have to do is destroy this sphere, write a detailed report about my findings, and publish it around the... Once my report is accepted as fact, no one can accuse me of making false claims.
That's awful. What happened to...
That plan hasn't changed.
Did you forget who
I
you're
will
talking to?
continue- Ah, you mean a hero of Natlan who's not actually from Natlan? And from a practical perspective...
Shows what you know.
Oh, since you like rumors so much, have you heard...
Ah, the wrath of Granny. I knew from the beginning that you would accept my invite. You've lived longer than her. With the backing of the printing industry, I can take any book and send it to all four corners of... And in my version, I can erase the battle...
That's not real.
That's a no, then?
Done running your mouth? Good. Before...
If this comes to a fight, per my contract, you're gonna have to go through me.
Ah, yes, the Fatui I've defeated my entire life.
That's right. I didn't pay all...
Wait, aren't you subordinates of the captain? Why are you helping someone who...
The captain, united in the pursuit of Mora.
Greater?
The captain mean...
This man has the potential to become a giant.
It's all been a lie from the very beginning.
So guy to beat
I
up.
don't care who you.
All right, guys. Let's trash on this dude. Oh yes, sure.
Let's ride. Oh. Teamwork is dreamwork. Fulfill our pact. You two. Time to end this. Wrath from the sky.
That's what you get for messing with the hero of Natlan and Granny Eatsley. They could give Regrader a run for his Mora.
When did this person get so strong? Looks like the men following the captain failed to update us on the latest intelligence. Not good. This is becoming more trouble than it's worth. You're on your own!
Hey, what about our contract? Your boss...
Our boss never signs a contract without loopholes. Even a veteran businessman like yourself fell into his trap. That's what makes him the best! Go home and read the fine print. All I did was trigger the exculpatory clause. You! The other stipulations have been fulfilled. I set up explosives around the cave, strong enough to destroy... Oh, and for security purposes, all explosives have been rigged to blow.
What? This whole place?
You were supposed to wait until I made it out!
That depends on how fast you can run. I'm off. Ah!
You think you can just waltz out of here? Traveler, stop them, and then we'll make a break for it.
If I'm caught, I implicate my boss.
Wait, don't!
Where are we? Back in the maze? Good point. She'll know how to get... Let's see. Seat Lally! Oh, looks like it's not gonna be that easy. What should we do? The special color? The one you saw in that book? You're right. Lead...
He triggered it just like that? If the technique isn't activated correctly...
Instead of a realm of memory, if you cannot escape in time...
I knew it! Someone of your skill wouldn't leave behind memory fragments just to parrot instruct.
I appreciate the compliment.
This is no time for a reunion. The cave outside is about to collapse. I know. Can you help me?
You misunderstand, Seatlali.
What do you mean? This space can be manipulated, right? You just need to tell me.
The maze you saw earlier was constructed when people leave deep impressions on each other. Their memory, these connections are particularly strong between. That is how I created my maze. The connections between the memories were my needle and thread. But if that color is crudely combined with an isolated memory, one without connections, you get a place like this. This space is a combination of my color and your memories. There is no way to alter or construct anything within it. Because there are no connections at your disposal.
Over 200 years, and not a single lasting connection. This is...
Well, at the very least...
That's only because you never gave me a moment's peace.
Sweet love.
But now that I have the chance to talk your special technique.
So you figured...
After what I saw in the maze and everything you just told, but you never brought up the fact that you used it to win a battle. I'm getting the feeling you always meant for me to come here. But if...
Seatlali, ever since you learned that technique...
You mean...
That color is the core of the technique. But it isn't my. More specifically, you. In truth, passing on the technique is a process of using that color to tint another person. Yes, the technique has the power to decide victory. But in my opinion, you are fated to live a far longer life than me, Sitlali. So I wanted to leave a little.
Your color.
One day, you too will want to leave behind your color and someone else.
I have to get out of here.
Sitlali, what are you?
I understand the true principle of this technique now. If I can't construct an exit, then I will separate.
But you could lose a portion of your memory.
I know, but my memory is just a blank canvas I've neglected for 200 years. Traveler?
When you entered the realm of memory I constructed, I used your memories to learn about your recent experiences. After 200 years, someone has appeared by your side. The Night Kingdom harbors Natlan's memories, and the Traveler's connection to that realm is incredibly strong, surpassing even. This means that even without your tutelage, she can see the.
What did you say?
Although she doesn't know how to wield it, she unknowingly left behind a trace of. That was enough to guide her to this space. Well, Sitlali, it looks like part of this was foreshadowed.
Traveler? Traveler!
That's Sitlali's voice!
This is goodbye, my friend. Your memories over the past 200 years are much more than a.
Wait, see.
Sitlali!
Paimon! Traveler! Hold my hand.
Did we teleport out? Man, that place... Whoa! We made it... Wonder what happened to the Fatui...
He was most likely trapped inside that... The external structures supporting that space would have collapsed with the ruin.
He still preferred that to being caught, huh? They were standing a bit further away, right?
Hello.
It's one of Montluçon's employees! Quick!
I can explain. I had no idea Montluçon was such a terrible I'm so glad you...
Either way, the guards will take you...
I understand.
Anyway, I'm not here to harp on you.
He went that way, but I'm not sure if you can catch up.
That way? Huh. Unless he's a traveler. Paimon, come with me.
Rise with the sun!
The Elder.
Hey, it's Elder Tlapo and a group of Ictomisaurs! They caught...
Something felt off about him yesterday. So
My bank balance!
My bank balance.
No!
What's wrong with him?
That's one of the tricks Claw uses to scare people. He makes people
bank
hallucinate
balance.
the thing that scares them most.
his money being taken away.
It's particularly effective on...
Serves him right!
I know. It was a lot.
Was that a declaration? Elder Tlapo didn't appoint...
Forget about him for now. The Ictomisaurs will make sure Montluçon doesn't escape before the guard...
Right! The special scroll! But the...
Don't worry. Huitzilin's technique hasn't been lost at all. Come with me. Oh, and Traveler? I knew you'd want to tag along. Now, when it comes to weaving the scroll itself, you don't actually need to lift a finger. But if we're going to
What are you saying, See?
Follow me.
Whoa, look at this place. Do you weave scrolls too?
Scrolls. Scrolls? I thought you were going to show me your masterpiece.
That I am, old friend. The technique I'm about to show you.
Fine. What is it? Something that can turn the tide of... You probably want to challenge me, right? I know you don't have the strength for a real...
Old friend. My life is nearing its end. I'm afraid.
Hey.
Don't worry. I trust in the belief of our tribe. That death is not the end, but the beginning of a new existence in the Night Kingdom, where everything is made of memories. So, do you know why our ancestors insisted on using colorful, woven scrolls to record our history? Because history is the memory of a people. We give our scrolls an orange hue, so the dead can still feel the warmth of the setting sun. We decorate them with kernels of grain fruit, so the dead can still enjoy the abundance of our harvests.
I know that, but something this important? Why
As your friend, I don't have long, Sitali. Oh, I'm not sure I can truly explain my decision. But I know you will understand one day. For now...
Just this once. I understand now, Wheatsealing. Just like you said I would. Claw, help me move this outside. I'm going to color it. Traveler, Paimon?
We are like birds, soaring through the horizons of time. I linger between brushes of memory, seeking the color of my final journey. When I get there, may there be feathers to paint the sky, shades of rose. And fields of green to beckon adventurous souls. And azure oceans with which to sail into the unknown. And volcanoes too, where, despite the danger, hidden treasure waits to be found. And graffiti art, of course. Without that color, just imagine the dullness of night.
Anything else?
In the end, I hope everyone remembers my color too.
hope everyone remembers your color too. All in all, it was just a technique for coloring a scroll.
The task I'm entrusting to you is much more than that. Farewell, my friend.
I knew you would understand.
This is the special scroll. How did you know how to weave? Hold on! You've lived for more than 200 years. You know how to weave.
Oh, well, it's not like I wanted to interact with the appointed. So whenever I delivered the scroll, I used illusions to the fact that it turned into some kind of divine intervention is because no one was
You've carried the duty alone for all these years?
Traveler. The essence of that color is memory. That means completing the special scroll is a process of searching for color within your memories. Passing the technique on to someone means sharing your memories with them. You need to leave traces of your color in their memory. And even though I only confirmed that today, and, well, ever since we...
Oh, yeah.
It was her final wish, so I But Claw never stopped appointing new candidates to weave the scroll, despite knowing exactly how I felt about the situation. I knew exactly what he was doing. And yeah, if I ever did share my memories with someone, I guess this time though, you win, Claw.
He's like, finally.
I guess it's my response to what you told me the other night.
Handkerchief.
What is it?
If I had to choose my color, it would be the color of the countless people exist in my memories. And I know one day that will be my fate too. A memory living on in some... Since you have a long lifespan, you're the perfect candidate to bear this memory. And carry my color
Does this
in your
mean
mind.
I'm officially your friend?
Just keep it safe. And you better not forget...
Whoa. It's a little early to talk about death, don't you?
Isn't that what friends are for?
Okay, this is a serious commitment. Well, Seat Lolly.
Actually, their mark is already there. Remember the mind reading effect I couldn't fix? Sharing senses allows communication to occur between the consciousness of different people. Although I didn't know it at the time, we both have the ability to see the color of memory. And that connection is what caused my...
So, you can hear the Traveler's thoughts, and that's why the Traveler could hear your thoughts too!
Quick thinking. But only those trained in the mystic arts can maintain that level. That's why I can still hear the Traveler's thoughts, but not... There's no need to worry, though. Now that I've figured...
Oh!
I lied. Hearing each other's thoughts actually depends on the strength of the connection between our memories. So, after everything we just went through, I bet you can hear me again. I knew it. Since the connection between our memories is already there... Just messing with you. I'm a legend. It'll probably take some time, though. So, bear with me for now. Besides, I'm an open book. It's not like you're gonna hear anything embarrassing.
Someone's like, are you good, man?
Unless I've had a few drinks.
Oh, so you can turn it off? That's a shame.
A shame? I mean, if you ever no promises, though. Some thoughts are better.
If I was like, good. Is it the morning or the next day? It's like, what?
Ah, you did it? Your investigation into the Battle of Seven Colors.
Wow! The scroll is...
Elder Talapo's wisdom is
Yeah, we should explain. Take it away,
I...
You don't look surprised.
It makes perfect sense. History is the memory of a people. If we want to depict it, a die derived from people's memories is... Now, it's just a... From your description...
Well...
In that case, I must... After all, you completed your task admirably. Finding a way to carry...
Alright, we'll leave that...
oh! And please, Pat, we interrogated the Fontanian merchant she apprehended. And it turns out he hired people to spread misinformation about the Battle of Seven Colors. The recent friction...
Charlie is doing.
We now have a record of his crimes.
So he was behind the controversy in the first place. Anyway, that clears it up. People don't just...
Until we meet again.
Till we meet again, Big Room.
Burn it down!
I will say though, Senali is probably better for Rika, but I ain't spending more money on this game, bro.
You told him everything, right?
Yep, we left out the part about your contribution, but it...
You could have just said it was a gift from the spirits. I guess he is different from the previous chiefs. But if he figures out it was me all these years...
There you are! I've been looking at...
Oh, it's the other Fontanian researcher.
Please, call me Allier. After questioning, the tribe absolved me of any serious wrongdoing, so I'll be heading back to Fontaine soon. No employer means no... I'd like to ask some questions about Huitziline. I want people outside of Natlan to...
Questions?
Don't misunderstand. I have no intention of twisting your history or using it to... I believe amazing stories deserve to be shared with the world. Culture thrives through...
All right, you can ask your question.
Important...
Oh, thank you very much.
Another day, another drained social battery. Hold...
Oh, that! When it comes to light novels, your memory is like a...
You're telling me. Yeah, it's not... But I don't need them right away.
Of course! We'll get them sent to you as soon...
Sent to me? Nuh-uh. I don't want a strain...
Key.
And this is...
The key to my house. Don't bother no...
Awesome. Wait, so do I just... Can I read the books? Is that a thing? And that is hers. Is it possible if I go to Inazuma? Think it'll work? Alright, let me go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Many insects have a compulsion to follow the light, and humans are the same. Except we call that light hope.
This game's got me not really reflecting, but this game is so good. It really is. I think I love it. I love this game. I really do. I love every nation. I love everything about it. It's perfect. It really is. Trying to find where the bookstore thing is. Trying to remember where it would be. Is it up on a little mountain? It is the eye. This is a shrine though. Should be all tribal 33333. China, hey, China. Cool. China. China, hey, China. We want to build pity. Alright, build pitting that thing. Shut up. Alright. So I gotta use this. Let's do this. Just to make. What happens if I use the Traveler here, man?
There's still a long road ahead.
Seeing Codex, I'm basically getting no crit damage or nothing here. But let's use bodies. Just switching it with Obsidian Codex. No crit rate.
I pray you will find peace.
Letting brave names echo!
Let my names echo in song! Ow!
Pyroclastic surge!
You are loyal to the wrong master.
Light it up!
Strike a pop!
Wrath from the sky!
This world shall perish, and its ashes will fall like rain!
Let the mountain's veins boil!
Before the final blade! The embers burn on!
Yoo-hoo! Burn it down! Rise with the sun!
Let the world come alive!
Light of the blazing sun!
You will hear the voice.
Dream solving at least. Sure, does that mean we can go to Sidnali's place now?
Burn it down!
Hear the echoes of the valley!
Strike a pose!
Wrath from the sky!
Gonna be epic!
Rise with the sun!
Letting brave names echo!
63, 504. Well, eventful day. Eventful day, I will say. Next thing I have to do is her story quest. But I think I'll end my stream here. I might keep playing, just figure out what to do next. I don't think I'll do that, but yeah, man. I do need to get more Lonnie. She needs to keep her stuff.
Woo! I'm not doing anything. This realm. This realm is. This realm is... This realm... If you ever...
I think I just noticed the only two nations that I haven't 100% explored is Liyue and Sumeru. Mondstadt's fully. Liyue's done, or Fontaine's done, and Natlan's done. I just haven't done, and Inazuma's done. I've just never have done Sumeru and Liyue because of how just daunting it is. That shows you how good these freaking... Oh, Zhongli. I can think of freaking Zhongli. Yeah, Liyue's boring, correct. Alright, yeah, I guess I end stream here. I mean, I have nothing else to do. I just noticed I didn't even end stream when I said I was, but I don't really care. But yeah, I think I'll end it here. Nothing really else to do. Except just roaming around. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. Have a good evening, morning, night, whenever you see this. And I'll see you... I don't know. When I can.
Exploration and trials. Adventuring is right up my alley.